what was the problem you had with the gun bill?
Okay,
because farmers, your constituents, would still have rights to use guns where needed.
Can I just rejoin on that too? During this hate speech bill, I did put up an amendment, and I saw Phil Thompson did the same thing, to ban the burning of the Australian flag, which everyone was very happy to vote down. So the authenticity of this is garbage. But the issue in regards to firearms, so we never murdered anybody, okay? We are law-abiding citizens in country areas. Recreational shooters, it's really important that people understand the culture in the country. As my father used to say to me, I used to not, as a young guy working on the place, like recreational shooters coming on. And Dad used to pull me up, being an ex-serviceman, saying, it's very hard for someone to love this country, Barnaby, unless you let them put foot on it. And the way people put foot on it in regional areas, they go shooting with their son. Just had one the other day. And they come out and they go camping. So what we're saying to them is we're going to put further caveats on them. And they say rightly, and I was talking to one returned serviceman who was with his son on our place the other day. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. Why are you associating him with the murderers, the mass murderers, Islamic fundamentalists inspired by ISIS at Bondi Beach?
But there are carve-outs for those, say, if you're removing pests on farms and for farmers dealing with this sort of thing.
These guys are recreating. If they see a deer, they pop it. And people in the city go, why do you need that many firearms? Well, why do you need that many bedrooms? Why do you need that many cars? I mean, Kieran, you've only got one neck. Why do you have so many ties? It's the perception. You see it through a window that is the window of Wahroonga, not the window of Ashford or Inverell, which is different.
Would you look to recruit some of those that cross the floor? So, say the Cole Boyce, Lou O'Brien, that sort of person from the
I
Nats?
nominate their names so the Australian people know that they stood up against the censorship laws, right? It's very important the Australian people understand that they stood. That's a question for them, and I would never... It's like, it is traumatic going...
Because they've got like mind with you on many issues.
Well,
they'd be welcomed by you, wouldn't they?
Of course, but the thing about it is, going out of a political party is very... unfortunately, I have been divorced, okay? And it's very similar. It's very traumatic. There are a lot of people get very upset, rightly so. People are emotionally hurt by your move. And I would never for 1 second say, well, you should do that. You say, this is an incredibly personal decision and you'll make it on your own. And it's nothing to do with me.
All right. So you'd welcome them, but they make the call. I want to ask you about, is it that boost for One Nation now above the coalition? Was that do you feel it was a Barnaby bump?
I feel that it was I think that is... I've certainly had my part to play in that, right? Otherwise it's sort of faux modesty. But I think the Australian people are looking for clarity, and it's not just happening in Australia, it's happening around the world. It's Milano in Italy, Le Pen in France, AfD, they are crazy, in Germany, the MAGA movement in the United States, Farage. It's happening. People are saying, look, we believe in Western civilization, but it's got to have a strength in politics to protect it. For once in our life, we believe this is under threat. Totalitarianism is on the rise. We want clarity and strength in our politicians to cut through the garbage, such as intermittent power, and we're going to cool the planet. We want cut through. We need stronger immigration. It's not whether you're black, white or brindle or what faith you have. You have two choices. You're either a good Australian or a bad Australian. If you're a bad Australian, you're not coming in. It's not how we kick you out, is that you don't come in the first place.
You just mentioned the AfD and said they're crazy. What specifically do you find?
I find the AfD getting very close to fascism in some of their statements, and that worries me. My grandfather fought against fascism. My father was in the services in the Second World War. There are a lot of people who died fighting fascism. I do not like it.
Yeah. So there's a line there for you.
Absolutely.
That you're happy to defend
100%.
Your principles and Western civilization, as you put it, but they overstep the mark.
Don't overstep the mark. Okay. And I say that to anyone. If I get a sniff of fascism or Nazism on someone, you've got nothing to do with me.
We appreciate your time. Thanks, Barnaby.
My pleasure.